So over the last 12 months, play-to-earn NFT games have exploded in value, and most companies are starting to realize the value of the metaverse. From luxury brands to tech companies, really any type of business is starting to realize the value of getting involved in the metaverse or in play-to-earn NFT games. But the interesting thing here was that I personally had not found a game that I actually enjoyed playing, and comment down below any games that you actually enjoy playing. But I had not found a game that I had actually liked to play until about a week ago when I came across a project called Metagear, and I've spent every single day playing this game until we made this video, so about the last week, and I wanted to share with you some details about it. We're going to go over the tokenomics, we're going to go over actual gameplay, we're going to go over the team, and everything else you need to know. So this is a little bit of how the game looks, but the important thing about the game is that it was inspired by a famous TV show called Robot Battle, and the main graphic of the game, as you can see, is like pixel art, which was a signature style of the 80s, making it really like vibrant, old school sort of vibe, but same time it's modern because it's a play-to-earn NFT game. And the cool thing about this game is that game players and users are able to create their own war machines and participate in so-called car fights to destroy the opponent's machines and become champions. So we'll get more onto the gameplay details in a minute, and I'll go over all the different vehicles I have and what I've done over the last week. But let's first go over some of the important details about the actual project in terms of tokenomics, coin, making money, the team, and all of that. So first thing is going to be tokenomics. When we look at the tokenomics, Metagear is really focused on transparency and the allocation of their gear tokens. So it's GEAR, because the allocation of their gear tokens to the community. That is something that is very, very important and is clear to see in their tokenomics graphic. You could see that about 20% is for incentives, in-game incentives. About 18% of the tokens go to the ecosystem, 13% to development, 8% to marketing. But you can see vast majority of tokens are contributed to in-game incentives, to the ecosystem, really building the project long-term. Much smaller portion of this is just towards investors, like founders and investors, as you can see right here. So that's something, in my opinion, that is very important. Next thing with tokenomics is that transaction security is very important to the whole project. Therefore, Metagear, when you look at the project, it does not allow any malfunction in smart contracts, including the token contract and NFT contract. So that is something that's very important when you're talking about any project long term. And then last thing, obviously this isn't really tokenomics, but they are audited and certified by leading blockchain audit companies, which you could see linked to their website as well. The next thing I want to talk about is going to be the roadmap, because when you look at the roadmap, they have a lot of very interesting things planned over the coming months and years. So beyond product quality, which I've been playing as of recently, it's pretty obvious to me, Metagear's development team is really focused to a long-term roadmap and the expansion of the entire ecosystem. You can see they have the roadmap going right now to the end of 2022 through multi-chain mainnet, which just comes in Q4 of 2022, new feature updates and a couple of those things. But really, they have a number of big developments taking place over the next year to year and a half that are really going to transform the play-to-earn NFT game space. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about features of the actual game. So Metagear is developed in Unity, which benefits the integration of website, PC, Android, iOS versions, and the ability to expand in-game features, while really also still ensuring that the graphics and quality is at the highest level. This is something that you could really tell when playing the game and what I've seen over the last year. You could see that it focuses on building like a sustainable economy, a sustainable ecosystem that really is going to have long-term value based on trading NFTs. And it was a game that, for me, quality was there, the fun aspect was there, making money was there through NFTs, and all of this is something that is pretty cool in my opinion. So last thing before we get into the actual game and me playing, because I want to show you what I've done over the last week, how it actually functions, is going to be Metagear's USP, because Metagear is a multi-platform game, really allowing players to play on website, PC, Android, iOS, and that's something that's very important because you don't know what types of devices are going to be around long term, but you want to have a game that's going to be able to be cross-platform. It can be played on any device, and that is something that they're able to do. So this is something that is very, very important, and one of the many reasons why I found this game so addictive. And at the market cap it currently is at, which is only around Its market cap is pretty low still. This is something that really has attracted me to the project. The fully diluted market cap is around $420 million, but the daily volume sits around $1 million. Market cap is still fairly low outside the top 100 projects by quite a bit of a margin. But this is what makes this game so attractive to me, because it's so addicting, yet its market cap is still very low, yet it's still really under the radar. So when we look at this is their beta version right here. I was able to get access to their beta version. You could see you're able to build different war machines right here. You can customize all the different designs. Like I built this one right here. We could build a new one real quick just so you guys can see how it works. You can see you can pick the chassis, wheels, weapons, gadgets. Let's pick this chassis. Next thing you do is you pick the wheels. You could keep the wheels that are already on there, or you put new wheels on. And then after that, you pick weapons. So we'll just do, let's change it. Let's look at mythical objects. You can see you can change that right here. We'll go to this one. And then lastly, gadgets. We'll do a legendary gadget. That's a category. And we'll just change that to right here. So you're able to add all these different gadgets, all these different things, build your own machine, and I already have a couple of others in place, as you could see, number 1, number 2, and now number 3, which we just built. But now let's actually play games. So you can see how it actually works. Recently, you can see I've played a bunch of different times. You can see on that right side of the screen, all you do is click fight, and then it goes out with your fight. You could see your health on the top left, top right of you and your opponent, and you can see the timer counting down. The cool thing about this is that even right now there isn't much action. Like, yes, looks like we're winning just a bit, but if the timer runs out, like it's happening right now, then these walls cave in on either side. So then ultimately there always is going to be a winner. Even if you flip the opponent's vehicle over, that's something that's very cool. And we won. So that's great. Now we got more points, and you could also even buy some boxes with the points that you win from games. So look, we'll open a box real quick. What did we get? Heart Wheel 0074. So pretty cool. And then you could see that now we could just check that in the wheels category. We got a new wheel. Okay, and you can see I've played this game multiple times, not just saying this. Like, I've played it multiple times just today. Win, lose, win, lose. You can see all my history. I didn't win every time, but, still pretty cool. Last couple things I want to talk about with the game is going to be the experience team. When you look at the team, their team consists over 100 people from Rocket Studio of OneSoft and OnePad, which are one of the top mobile game companies in Asia. So that's something that's pretty cool. You could also see all the information about their team. You can look them up on LinkedIn, from their co-founders to their CEO to really many people on their team. You can look up all of them. Last thing is going to be their advisors, just like their founders and their team, which is very experienced in the play-to-earn NFT gaming space. Also, their advisors have a lot of experience as well. You can see some of their advisors are part of VCs, part of Forbes 30 under 30. You could see people have worked at a number of huge tech companies and software companies and entertainment companies. And I think this game has all of the right qualities and characteristics to be a 100x project from where it currently is. And people say that number all the time, 100x project, but this is a game that has such a low market cap, yet it's a game that I actually found addicting. So let me know your thoughts on this game. Are there any play-to-earn NFT games that you personally have played that you enjoy? Because if not, I think you definitely should check this one out. It's something that I personally have really enjoyed playing. You can see I've played it 40 times in the last 24 hours, like 40 rounds of that. And so let me know your thoughts on this. But the symbol is GEAR, just gear. Pretty simple. It's up about 17% in the last 24 hours. I'm expecting this coin to continue to rise as more and more people learn about it. But I wanted to share this with you guys, show you a little bit of the gameplay, and I want to get your thoughts on it as well. So let me know what you think. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.